Rise up, people. Rise up with a full heart. Rise up with an understanding. Rise up from the excuses. Rise up with the willpower. And understand that it's up to you to make a difference. Sometimes it gets tough. Sometimes you get to a point where you don't want to push yourself. Pushing the world is just a part of it. And sometimes the world can be very nasty. It can put you in a position where you don't understand what to do next. But I'm here to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, everything starts with you. Everything necessarily is not about you, but it definitely starts with you. If you're not willing to put the work in, if you're not willing to go a little bit higher, a little bit further, and understanding that work is good, prosperity is good, success is good, life is good, but these excuses always tend to show up in your life. This thing that you continue to hold on, this pity party that you continue to possess in your life tends to hold you back. But what are you going to do? You're going to have to suffer sometime in your life. You're going to have to feel something sometime in your life. Why is it every time you wake up, you want to have something handed to you? Why can't you earn it yourself? Why do you feel like everybody owes you something? It starts with you. You got to be the one that want it. You got to be the one to go after it. You got to be the one to go further. You got to be the one to hurt just a little bit. So what? Maybe you don't like the situation you're in. Maybe you don't like the circumstances you're in. Then what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? You're going to cry? You're going to wallow around, hope that somebody come rescue you from all of these things that you are dealing with in your life right now? You feel that everybody in the world is feeling sorry for you right now? You feel like everybody in the world owes you something? No one owes you anything. No one. You better start doing something. You better start doing something now. That's how it goes. That's what it is. That's the reality. Not sitting around hoping somebody to come and help you, hoping that somebody gonna put their arms around you and tell you it's gonna be okay. You gotta make it okay. In fact, you gotta make it better than okay. You got to go beyond. You got to go up. You got to go up those stairs. You got to go up that mountain. You got to do whatever it is that's gonna take to make you strong and better and more efficient. That's what you gotta do. Whatever it takes, whatever the know-how you have inside. Don't let nothing, and I mean nothing, stop you. Nothing under the sun can control what's yours. Nothing under the sun can control what's already been written for you. You just got to keep going up. So rise up every step. Rise up every opportunity. Rise up. When it gets higher, you get higher mentally. Rise up. You make it to the top. And when there's nothing else left to go up to, find something else to climb up. And yeah, you're gonna fall. Yeah, you're gonna stumble. Yeah, there's gonna be some mistakes on the way. It doesn't mean that it's over. It means you got to keep living. It means you got to keep going. It means you got to keep believing and find it. And go after it. Because success is not looking for you. Success ain't coming for you. You got to be the one to go after it. Choice is up to you. Make it happen and conduct your business.
There's patterns that psychologically and emotionally make us not use our ability make us get frustrated or angry or overwhelmed or uncertain or scared or fearful and freeze up and not use that ability, that talent, that skill. And there are other patterns that will get you to own yourself, get you to be able to influence your own team, get you to influence customers.
In life, we all have to wait. It's through faith and patience that we inherit the promises. The key is to learn to wait the right way. Not discouraged, upset, negative, it's never going to happen. No, the right way to wait is with expectancy. In other words, I know my set time is coming.
What's the benefit of allowing fear to hold you back? What's the benefit of giving up on yourself, of not stepping out on life and taking life on? What is the benefit for you? What's the plus in that? It's one of the things I had to ask myself. So I didn't want to make any mistakes. I wanted everybody to like me. I wanted to be perfect the first time I did something. It's not going to happen. You're going to make some mistakes. You're going to hurt some folks' feelings. You're going to create some enemies. Whenever you decide that you want to begin to take life on, you've got to ask yourself, how long am I going to allow this to hold me back? I like what Zig Ziglar says. He said, fear is false evidence appearing real. That is an illusion that we create in our mind. It is a state of mind that can be changed. So let's look at how we can begin to take some steps to restructure that fear.
Sometimes life can be challenging. You might be working towards something and focusing on achieving a goal, but hit the dreaded wall where you feel you have nothing left to give and feel like you just want to call it a day. What can you do in these situations to keep on going and keep progressing towards your target? Well, in this video we look at 5 things you can do to keep on going. Number 1. Know your why. The best motivator in life is being able to answer the simple question why, as it's the meaning as to why we do what we do each and every day. Understanding your why is fundamental when embarking on anything challenging in life, because if you don't know it, chances are that you will ultimately succumb to failure. It's in the why that you find purpose and meaning behind the actions you take. The reason you push yourself towards your goal despite everything seemingly against you. You can also flip the question too, as you can ask yourself why you should give up, where you'll often find that on answering the question, it's a much more painful road to give up than it is to keep on going when something is important to you. Number 2. Make a schedule. Self-discipline is vital towards achieving success, and one of the best ways to be disciplined and focused when working on something is to schedule your time. Try to plan out what you need to do. Maybe writing a to-do list of critical tasks that you need to do when making progress towards the goal, and then schedule it. Often, this will be scheduling your day by the hour to complete individual tasks, as when you do this, you find that you are much more likely to keep working to take action than if you don't plan your day. So plan your tasks, schedule your day, and make sure, most importantly, stick to it. Number 3. Exercise. This one might not directly impact your progression towards a specific goal, but exercise can actually be highly beneficial towards maintaining a progressive mindset. The reason is that the endorphins produced during exercise help to reduce stress and anxiety and boost your mood significantly, helping to build a positive mindset. In addition to this, exercise helps you relax and therefore sleep better, again reducing the effects of stress and feeling more positive overall. Most interesting is that a 2015 study found that aerobic exercise improves cognitive function, including your ability to learn and retain information. Number 4. Find help. People refer to this in many ways today, as they describe it as finding a mentor to follow or following through with taking a course from experts. The key is, if you're struggling with something and are feeling disheartened, then go out and look for help, whether it be someone who's already done it, or taking actions by finding resources to help you overcome the issue. It's worth remembering, we have possibly the greatest resource of all time at our fingertips, so when you need answers, it's only a button push away. You shouldn't struggle alone, as it's infinitely better to seek out support when you need it than to try and overcome all of the hurdles you face by yourself. Number 5. Be optimistic. Ultimately, when you work towards something, especially when it's out of the norm and isn't something many people do in their lives, it's vital to have hope and optimism. Almost every successful person, whether they be entrepreneurs, entertainers, or another field altogether, have an optimistic outlook in life about what they can achieve. And many who have spoken about their success say that when they were in the grind, it was their faith of succeeding that eventually carried them through, even if at the time they couldn't see it. That's because if you give up, there's no hope to succeed. But if you keep on working, there's always a chance something might happen. If you want to be successful, which I assume you do if you're here to begin with, then you have to be prepared to make sacrifices for that success. It's not always fun or easy to give things up, but doing so can set you up to have the success you crave and achieve more in life. Therefore, in this video, we look at 5 things you should give up to be successful. Number 1. Leisure. Love games, TV, movies, or just relaxing with friends and family? Well, while I don't suggest giving up all leisure entirely, you will need to make sacrifices. What this means is to limit how long you play games or watch TV for, limiting it to around 30 minutes each day in order to give you time on what's important to you. Likewise, while you should spend time with friends and family, you may need to say no to them more frequently, as it takes a lot of energy and time to do. That might mean saying no to nights out so that you can focus and work on what's important to you, though the odd occasion here and there isn't just recommended but a necessity in my view. Number 2. Excuses. I don't have time, I don't have money, I don't have the tools, it wasn't my fault, it was beyond my control. It doesn't matter what it is, these are all excuses for not progressing to your goal. As Tony Robbins says, we don't lack resources, we lack resourcefulness, and it's critical to have the mindset to use the hand you're dealt with to work regardless. You can't always have it your way, and if you wait for opportune moments, you'll never reach your goals and be successful in what you want to do. So don't wait and take action, using what you have and not worrying about what you don't. After all, you may not be at fault for your circumstance, but you are responsible for making your life better. Number 3. You need to be liked. If you do something important or you do something that's out of the ordinary, then you won't get acceptance for your choice from everyone around you. While we all want to be liked, it's simply not possible to always cater to everyone's individual need, so you need to accept that you'll have your detractors. This may not even be down to you either, but for many it's a defense mechanism to not have to deal with their own insecurities or lack of direction and action in life. And often it's easier to try and pull others down than to pull yourself up, which is why they choose to take on toxic behavior and be unsupportive. Number 4. Multitasking. Simply put, many of us try to take on too much in life and try to juggle too many things at a given time, whether it be your life in general or in the immediate moment. While we usually think we're being productive, we're not naturally suited for multitasking, where we naturally do a lesser quality job or do our tasks more slowly. Instead, develop your ability to focus, even if for a relatively short period of time, as doing so will yield significantly greater results than trying to multitask. all successful people have learnt the value of focus and concentration, many building their success on the back of the principle. Number 5. Comfort. You are often left with a couple of choices in life, either doing what's hard and grinding through the challenge, or doing what's easy and relaxing. While the latter might appear more appealing much of the time, the short-term gain you get from it is unlikely to leave you fulfilled or satisfied in the long term. Likewise, while the hard choice is painful in the short term, the long-term results it yields will likely leave you feeling happier with greater satisfaction. So rather than doing what's easy, leading to a harder life, choose to do what's hard, which will lead you to an easier life.